Hi guys, well the rain didn't come in, so I'm going to try to dig up a few potatoes. The ground's still a little bit wet, damp. I neglected the garden pretty good this year. We got a good crop of weeds. They're just busy doing so much stuff. So I'm going to try to get in through the back over there, take a basket and see what's in there. Other than weeds. There's tomatoes in here, lots of tomatoes in here. I can't get that rack out. Let's see what we got here. Eating potatoes. I see some eating potatoes. Trying to find a row here. This looks like it might be a row. Let's see if we can't get a few out here. Little ones. There's one. The ground is mostly bad one there. Nice size, but no good. And not a very good potato year. You don't get good potatoes when you plant last year's potatoes, in my opinion, but might get enough. Oh my goodness, those are some strong weeds. To be honest with you, they ain't worth digging. They're just not worth digging. Wasting my time. There's an eaten one. There's one good potato. So if we get one or two good potatoes, I guess we'll be all right. Not like the old days. My goodness, these plants got some good roots. Might be buying potatoes this year. Can't really eat them much anymore. There's a little one, but it's decent. I think up to here, I already dug all these. So that row's pretty much dug up. So we'll go over to this other row and start in the middle. I can get up there later. Get some of this debris out of here. That's what happens when you don't weed. Hey, here's a few decent potatoes. I think. Eaten, half eaten, sunburned, bleached, whatever you want to call it. Irregular. Yeah, we got a few on that pile. That's a decent one there. Be enough for us, I guess, for the winter. This row here has better ones in it. That's no good. There's one. What do you got in there? We'll go a little bit longer. Maybe we'll get some good ones out of this row. Get some light into these tomato plants that are over here. Alright, let's get in this row. I don't know what this grass is, but pretty good grass. Alright, there's a nice potato. Nice potato. Gotta cut that one in half. It's got rot in it. Finally got a decent one. We'll have to think about that. That one's not too bad. That's rotted. That's rotted. I don't know. Let them sit here and dry out. I think we got they got mature, and then we got all that rain. Maybe caused some problems. Tomato plant. Yeah, we'll put that tomato plant over into there. Here's tomato plant. And potato. That might be a good one. Finally got a halfway decent one. That one's not too bad. Yeah, this row here did a lot better than that other row. Yeah, rotted. Nothing stinks worse than a rotted potato. Anyway, I'll bring you back a little while later. Well, guys, potato season. Cart's moving next to me without somebody in it. Potato season was just a mess this year. Ain't worth digging. All I'm doing is getting an exercise. I'm watching the cart move. All I did was get an exercise program out of this. I have literally 100 potatoes thrown out that are big and good, just rotted. Now you would think this is lowland and potatoes like drainage, so you would think, well, maybe this is too wet of area. We've grown potatoes down here before and had good luck. But there's also, you can't see it in the video, there's a berm here. Maybe you can see it this way here. There's a berm here. So the water that comes off this field is redirected that way. So all this really gets is from about here over to there. And there's a berm over there also. So all the water from that field directs down that way. Because when we used to have this all under garden, there was nothing here but garden, okay? It would wash out so bad, so that's why those berms were put in. So anyhow, I got most of the fence up. You can see how I hang up the, actually those are cages that go around the outside of this because the deer get in. We've got all of our cans down that were up here. I'll show you how I get these fence posts out. I don't know where I got this machine or this tool. You can find them online. They generally pull these fence posts out pretty good. I think I might have it backwards, I don't know. I guess you saw that. I didn't even see where you were on the camera. We'll put it over on. I think I was backwards on that. There's an easier way and a good way. I can't see what's in the screen because it's so much daylight here. But we'll go down and pull a couple. I think you might be able to get me there. We'll put it this way. This is backwards from the other way. It probably doesn't matter. It matters that I'm too far away from the. This needs to be there. I knew that, but all the weeds got a hold of me. So they come out pretty easy. part of what's going on today. I might probably come over and mow some of this tall stuff because I don't like it. I got to get the tank out of here so I can mow around that. That was for watering the tomatoes. The tomatoes are still coming up. All the squash and cucumbers and all stuff got hit by the vine borer. All that stuff eaten up. We don't spray anything, and if you don't spray the heck out of it, you ain't going to get it. That's just kind of the bottom line. And then I got to take all these fence posts. I just put them right over there in the barn. So that's what's going on. I'll bring you back a little bit later. Maybe I'll be able to get to what I want to work on. We'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Hi guys. Well, it's about 3 hours later. I've been mowing. Had to mow. It was getting so deep. I'll go up and show you what's the garden. I also mowed in around the apple trees up there. So we'll go up there. It's starting to rain now, so I kind of stopped mowing. It's just kind of light sprinkling right now, but we'll go up there and take a peek and show you what's going on. Might have to put some, might find some other stuff I got to put away. I did drill the other hole in that bracket last night on the other side for the drain for the tank. I didn't bring you along with it because it was just kind of monotonous or boring or whatever, and I don't ever bring you along for mowing because I find that extremely boring. You might be getting a little shaky here. It's because I'm holding you on the cart while we're moving. The garden was a pretty sad garden this year. I guess that's what's getting into tomatoes. You can see all the birds. They're getting into all the tomatoes, I guess, because most of the tomatoes are half chewed up. You can see I got the lawn mowed up that way, all the way up to the greenhouse. You saw me take the fence posts down. I rolled the fence up there. Pretty good chance we're not going to have a garden next year. There's a few more potatoes I could dig, but it ain't worth the effort. It was probably 75% rotted in them. There's potatoes all over here. We're throwing them out. I don't even think the deer are going to mess with those. They're so nasty. I don't know what that real white thing is over there. It could be a rotten tomato or potato. There's the good old tripod that did me good for years and years and years. That must have been where I last did a video of it. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to get into. Probably lunch. That would be a good thing. And then maybe go work on the oil pump over there. Depends on how much rain we get. So, if we get much more rain, this will probably be the last video. If we don't get much more rain, there might be something else that I'm doing. So, stay tuned. We'll see you. Bye-bye. Hi guys. Welcome back. Finished mowing, got tired, went in and took a break, come back out here. Here's those brackets. You can see where I did the second cut. I guess I didn't show you how I cleaned it up. I guess you can see it down there. I made that flat down at the bottom. And I thought about it after I cut it, if I'd done smarter putting that where I wanted it, if I'd cut this so this gap here was the same as this gap here instead of offset, it would have looked like I did it on purpose to save weight or something. I don't know. It don't matter. Anyhow, the hole on the other side, that turned out pretty good there. I didn't bring you along for that nightmare. That's the drain. So, I am going to go now and look for a piece of 3" by 1/4, and it has to be somewhere around this length here times 2. So that's 13. We'll go 14 inches maybe. That I don't know. Anyhow, I want 3" so I'll have a flat piece here, and it'll be this is 2 inches, 2 inches here, so it'll be an inch of support underneath the tank there. Probably doesn't need it, but with the piece going across here, then I can pin that where they got the hole in there. And there's also one in the back, so I need to get you can see the one right there. That's just spacers I got to hold it up. And I guess if I thought smarter, but you know, it's just not something I do real well. If I had just a flat piece of 1/4 inch or something I could put underneath there, or a board I could put underneath there and raise it up. I didn't want to use a board because that holds moisture. That was the reason I didn't want to use a board. I could use plastic, but then you'd still have one surface, two surfaces that you could rust out. So I figured just set it on there, paint the heck out of it, maybe it won't rust. Also, if I'd done that, put a 1/4 inch plate on there, then my holes again, even though I got enough room there, I could come up a 1/4 inch on this side. But I guess I could have come up a 1/4 inch. I can still come up a 1/4 inch, but I'm gonna go look and see what I can find. So that's my next steel parts department. We'll see you. Hi guys. Well, after going back down to the parts department, I found this piece of old rotten rusty stuff. So we're gonna do the old wire brush game. Try to clean it up. This is only 2.5. 2.5, but I think that'll work because I'm only 1.25 inches to the hole. So, you know, if I put 2 inches out, it'll be a 1/2 inch in, or I'll put pull it back in by 1/4 inch, and then it'll be whatever. But I'm gonna clean it up, and I'll start with you guys there. I forgot the vice grips. Forgot the fan, forgot this, forgot that. Let's see what we can do here. See what kind of mess we can. Fan's right here, but that's going to be blowing it, making noise. So we won't do that. Let's see what we can do here. And that's what I'm going to do until it's shining. That piece of steel I've had for probably 15 years. I know where it came from too. Come out of New York. It was hooked to the big #1 sawmill. It was part of the framing around the engine. So anyhow, I'll bring you back when it's all done, show you what it is, and I'll probably have it cut off by then. I might put it in the mill to mill the ends flat and bevel the edges so I can weld it easier. I'll probably use a grinder. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll bring you back in a little bit. We'll see you. Hello out there. Well, I got these pieces cut, and they're 2 inches, so it's a 1/2 inch inside of there. I might recess this a 1/4 inch to give a little bit more, inside, but it doesn't make any difference. The only thing that would be bearing on it is the thickness of this right along here down that way. So it really doesn't make any difference. But I'll probably do that anyway. I'm gonna close up shop though, because I'm thinking about drilling a 1/2 inch hole in here and in here, in here and in here, and then 4 1/2 inch holes where it'll bolt onto the steel down there. Kind of kicking that around, so I'm going to think about it. Out here, the reason I'm putting these bolts, this is going to be hanging out, if you recall the video where I was showing it, and it might want to bounce a little bit, so I might want to put a bracket on it so it'd be easier to drill those holes at the present than later. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up and fix dinner. It's about dinner time, and like I said, I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder. Hear it? That's a lot of thunder. So I'm going to go up and check the weather map. And although the garden, I don't know if you're going to be in here or not. Am I in the right place? Just about the right place. Although the garden was a mess, we did get a lot of meals out of it. A lot of meals out of it in the squash and zucchini department. A couple cucumbers before all the vine borers hit that. I'm getting tomatoes, and last night I had a tomato that was about this big around. It said a 1/2 inch over bigger round than the burger, and I grilled it on the grill, and that was the best tasting burger I've had in a long time. So I'm going to go up there and grill me another big hamburger, weather permitting, but the grill closed, it'll still cook the hamburger. and nice toasted sesame seed rolls, some lettuce, big thick slice of tomato. And that's what I'm going to have for dinner, and depending on what the weather's doing, I'll be back. Might be back, might not be back. Might play with that, you know, I'm going to be pulling the engine out of that thing over there. I might undo some wires over there because that's easier to just cover up than getting all the welding stuff out here then get rained out. Or who knows, I might take that down to Jeffrey's and have it welded properly. So not quite sure what I'm doing yet, so but I am going to go eat dinner. So come on back afterwards. Well, we did get the rain out. Seemed like the storm was just kind of sitting on top of us. Haven't grilled my hamburger yet. And it's about 15 minutes after I shut down out back and got all the stuff in that was gonna rust, all the cleaned up steel I didn't need it to get rained on. Anyhow, just giving you an update, so not sure what's going on next. I'm gonna eat is what's next. Pretty soon I'm gonna fire that grill up and it's gonna be cooking in the rain. We'll see you, bye-bye. Well, got rained out, so I think I might start on this beast here. See if I can start getting off of it. Don't know where to start. There's a whole lot of wires down there. Know the radiator's got to come out, so I'll probably spray juice on them. It looks like it might be held into the bottom too, or maybe it's just sitting down there. It's been so long since I've messed with this thing. Yeah, there's bolts in the bottom of it. Whew. It's gonna be it ain't gonna be a quick get out, that's for sure. So I guess I'll get started and bring it back. Look at all the pressure. This thing, it got 80 pounds of pressure. That gauge cost me $125. Oh, back in the 80s, I guess, maybe, when I got that. All the gauges are shot, it looks like. The oil pressure's got some. Probably what happened is, I'm guessing that somewhere in there a capillary tube or something got filled up and froze, or I'm sure got condensate into the capillary tube, and then as it froze it expanded it. I would venture to say is what happened to that. I got gas in it too. Hour meter showing a few hours on it, but that was a used one when I put it in there. There's a vacuum line. I probably got a vacuum gauge here. Oil pressure, yeah, vacuum, that probably comes up to that. Could be a I don't know, it comes up to here. I got no idea on that one. Oh, that's water pressure. That's head pressure there, water pressure. So, well, I'm going to start pulling it apart, and I'll bring you back and when I get tired of pulling it apart. And it might be today, it might be tomorrow, don't know yet. So, I'm going to play around with this for a while. See you in a bit. Well guys, this is about how far I got. I got the radiator out, fan off, starter out, generator out, governor out, or alternator out. So far it's been pretty good. Oh, I guess you can't see any light off. I got the carburetor all unhooked. I got this unhooked, and you know, I have not busted off. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. Anyway, if I don't get started on it now, I'll show you. I got it so I can put it together real quick and get it watertight. Oh Lord, I think. There, that gets there. I don't know if you even saw that. I guess you might have seen that. Then I'll put the plastic and a mat over top of it. And then I got a couple blocks somewhere over here. Maybe that was just rain coming off of the trees. Anyhow, if I don't get it If I don't stop now, you guys won't get the movie till midnight. It's going on 10 o'clock now. I don't know what time it is exactly. I got a bunch of tools that I want to get out just in case it rains. And the bugs are starting to come on me. That's why I don't work in much light this time of the year. So anyhow, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe button, and we'll bring you back tomorrow, I hope. Depends on the weather. Depends on the weather. It's kind of dark out here right now. We'll see ya. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. We'll see ya.